Welcome to your Barbados Today evening news update for Monday, August the 14th. So glad you could join us. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Our top story. Security topped the agenda of Attorney General Adriel Brathwaite and this island's ambassador to the United States, Selwyn Hart, at talks today. Issues on the table included the use of drone technology to fight crime, the possible establishment of a marine arm for the regional security system, cybersecurity, and the Caribbean Basin Security Initiative. The AG raised concern that gun-related crime is plaguing Barbados and the region. Brathwaite called for a study to be carried out to assess what more could be done. He said that Barbados was making an effort to address the problem and assured Ambassador Hart that civil asset forfeiture legislation should be on the country's law books before year-end, while new initiatives for at-risk youth are still being explored. Hart stressed that Barbados should maximize training opportunities which could help the country deal with emerging threats. In other news this Monday, expect top-notch security for CARIFESTA, which opens on Friday. That's the assurance from Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police William Yearwood, who today assured the public that the force will be out in its numbers to protect and serve locals and visitors throughout the 10-day regional festival. At a briefing this morning hosted by Culture Minister Stephen Lashley, Yearwood said police are on high alert and he urged the public to be on their best behavior.
Members of the public need not have, as I mentioned before, that heightened fear about what has happened recently or what happened from time to time. We do have from time to time spurts of crime, but the Royal Barbados Police Force has always been able to deal with them and bring stability to whatever area or wherever area.
To news from the law courts now, a St. Michael man has been remanded to Dodds on ammunition charges. 28-year-old Rashid Omar Haynes of 5th Avenue, Akins Land, Eagle Hall, appeared before Magistrate Christy Coffey Sargent in the District A Magistrates Court today for unlawful possession of 50 rounds of ammunition. Haynes was arrested along Fontebelle Road on Saturday. He will reappear in court on September the 11th. Wanted man Lamar Holder, alias Jingles or Tall Man, today surrendered to the police. Lawmen had issued a wanted man bulletin for the 32-year-old from 3rd Avenue, Licorice Village, Mylors Hill in St. Michael last Friday. He is currently assisting police with investigations into serious criminal matters. In other news, this Monday, Regional Examinations Body, CXC, has recorded a slight improvement in this year's CAPE exams compared to the last year's figures. CXC Registrar Glenroy Cumberbatch gave the assessment of the students' performance at a press conference at the institution's headquarters this morning. He said overall, 92% of candidates received grades 1 to 5 this year compared to last year's figure of 90%.
And to select a few of the subjects that we have compared last year, if we look at CAPE Applied Maths, last year 91% of the persons got grade 1 to 5, and this year 93% of the candidates got grade 1 to 5. If we look at Caribbean Studies, last year 97% of candidates got between grade 1 to 5. This year 98% of candidates got between grade 1 to 5. And the Communication Studies, 97% of students got grade 1 to 5 last year. This year 98% of candidates got grade 1 to 5. And those are selection of the many subjects that were being taken.
The results were delivered to the Ministry of Education around the region today and will be released to the students on Friday. 6 lucky Barbadians are recipients of this year's National Development Scholarships. There are Dawn Marie Armstrong, Roseanne Lewis, Hallam Connell, Natalia Brathwaite, Matthew Banfield, and Peter Bernstein. Making the announcement this morning, Minister of Education Ronald Jones said the range of studies chosen by the students are critical to the country's development. They include clinical neuropsychology, forensic accounting, sports and exercise, psychology and music performance. He noted that despite the financial and economic challenges facing the country, government remains committed to the youth and the role they can play in Barbados' development.
Is that the state still invests in citizens because the state then needs the citizens to invest in it by your practice, by what you do in your country. And you all are among the young persons who don't get themselves involved in any trouble, unless you see academics, just studying as trouble. Sometimes it can be troubling, but it is not trouble. Troubling from the point of view that it's hard work, it's tough work, but once you give the effort, once you give the time, once you give the commitment, you are going to be successful.
And Cherise Francis has been named as the island's latest Commonwealth Scholarship winner. She will be heading to the University of Aberdeen in Scotland to pursue her Master's in Law in Human Rights and Criminal Justice in a matter of weeks. Francis had also been offered the prestigious Chevening Scholarship, but turned it down in favor of the Commonwealth Scholarship. In sporting action, don't write off the West Indies team just yet. So warns West Indies team manager Joel Garner ahead of the home side's upcoming Test series against England. A 3-match campaign starts with the first day-night test ever staged in England at Birmingham's Edgbaston ground on Thursday. England, fresh from a 3-1 win over South Africa in a 4-test home series, will start as huge favourites. Garner says it will be an interesting series. He added that cricket is played in the middle at the end of the day, and he is confident that his guys have the talent.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Morning, Miss Oya.
Morning. You again. So you're washing cars now? Well, I can't keep up with you at all.
Yes, girl. You know they're going to provision to selling slow. And I don't sell nation newspapers at all because them don't sell. So I washing cars now. I like to get up before 8:30 because I can't take the hot sun. You want the car wash?
No, not today. It clean.
But you're going in very early though?
Yeah, I just going early so I can read the Barbados today online before work starts.
Right. But you can still let me clean the vendor for the $2. At least it's still cheaper than the nation newspaper.
All right.
I got a special boo here that I got it shiny. Thank you. Enjoy your day here.
You too.
All right. What that paper is? She can see clearly when the dirt is gone.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
In regional news, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro today ordered his armed forces to carry out a national exercise next week in reaction to a threat of possible U.S. military action voiced by President Donald Trump. He told supporters at a rally in Caracas the drill will take place on August 26 and 27. Last Friday, the U.S. president said he was looking at a range of scenarios against Venezuela, including a possible military option if necessary. The Maduro administration says Trump's move bolsters its oft-repeated claim that Washington has designs to grab control of Venezuela's proven oil reserves, the largest in the world. Further afield, heavy rain in Sierra Leone wreaked havoc, claiming more than 200 lives. Hundreds more are feared dead after a hillside in the district of Regent on the outskirts of the capital Freetown collapsed, leaving many houses covered in mud. Sierra Leone's vice president says he is broken by the disaster. More in this report.
Hundreds of people are feared dead in Sierra Leone following severe flooding and mudslides. In the mountain town of Regent on the outskirts of the capital Freetown, roads were turned into churning rivers. Dozens of homes are reported to have been engulfed by mud while residents slept inside. Officials have said it is too early to give exact numbers of casualties, but some reports put the death toll over 300, with around a quarter of those thought to be children. Mudslides and floods are fairly common during the rainy season in West Africa, where deforestation and poor town planning put residents at risk.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic evening.